Welcome to Whatcha Reviewin. I'm Dyron Miller, and today we reviewing Earl Sweatshirt, some rap songs. Track 1, Shattered Dreams. I really loved the background of it, and when I first heard this track, it was after I was listening to albums like I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, and Doris, and so I expected more like, okay, Earl Sweatshirt finna come with his shit this time. It's strange how it started, and at first when I listened through the whole album, I was like, it's alright. But then I started to listen to it more, and then I was like, okay, I'm actually feeling these beats a lot, and I like the experimentalness of it. That really like opened my eyes to it. Later on, helped me enjoy albums like Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti. Track 2 called Red Waters, and then he was talking about I didn't know I was sinking, and then he's just repeating the same thing over and over again. But it's like a saying like in his head. It's like a loop. It's like when you're sad or whatever, or when you're going through shit, sometimes some shit just keep looping in your mind, like da 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 da. So it kind of feel like that, and it's kind of, the beat is very like drowny in the vocals. He was like, I didn't know that I could leave. Papa called me king. Something on my shoulder, I was sinking. It's like really going in depth to his like in his real life and shit. Track 3, Cold Summers. Now I like that instrumental. This is dun, 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 dun. We rolled tundras. That track is crazy. I fuck with it. You just gotta listen to it, cause it's, I guess you could say it's not lines that I could just say and then you'll get like the full picture. It's like you gotta know and shit. So it's fire. Yeah, you just gotta listen in. Track 4, Nowhere to Go. That was the single that he dropped before some rap songs. It really gave me like, okay, this is some good shit. I'm anticipating some great shit. He shouted out Mike, Adi Hakeem, and that he was like, every nigga that's tripping around, servers of mine, that I gotta watch myself. I keep it quiet, Kev. I think I spent most of my life depressed. Only thing on my mind was death. Ain't know if my time was next. It's like he's just talking about some crazy shit. Track 5, December 24th. Now this track, I knew about it before it was December 24th. It was called Bad Acid, and that shit was mean. It was nice. I fucked with it always. And then when they hop on the album, I was like, okay, that's crazy. Now Earl still got some unreleased shit, like that shroom shit. When is that gonna be released? I want that. We need that. Track 6, On the Way. He had some cold ass lines on there. He said, I kept some lean around. It's like crazy. Okay, I didn't know that about Earl and shit, and his struggles with like addiction and shit. And then also there's another track called Out the Way. I think called it. It's an unreleased one. I think y'all should check that out. Earl Sweatshirt. The Mid, I had to say, that's probably my favorite track off the album. Is like Navy Blue. He just goes crazy, like fucking just the flow, like da 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 da. And then Earl Sweatshirt comes in on some weird shit, and then the fucking tempo of the beat, it's like 1 2 3, like dun 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 dun. It's some crazy shit. Like I ain't heard no shit like that ever. When I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck? It's time. Now we are on track 8, The Bends. Now this track is fucking gnarly as shit. It's like, damn, that's some crazy shit. Like when I heard that, I was like, okay, this is like one of the tracks that like I really appreciated the first time I listened to it, which is crazy. Lucy. Now when Lucy came on, I was like, okay, now we hear, like, even like the first time I heard it, cause like the first few tracks I was like, okay, they're all right to me right now. But when Lucy came on, I was like, okay, this is the Earl I really fuck with, hearing that unreleased shit like Shrooms, Pieces of Live performances, cause like it's crazy, like he keeps everything very low key. It's like his live performances are still like unreleased to this very day. People still waiting, like, what the fuck is it? 800K on Black Emperor, never released. Like, fuck, we need that shit. Hell yeah. Azukar, I love that track. It's probably the one that I didn't appreciate at first. I started listening to it more, and I started paying attention more to the lyrics and him performing it. As the album goes on, it feels like it becomes more unhinged, and the last track is just some soulful shit. Track 11, Eclipse. It sounds like you're going to the moon as Indiana Jones and like you're fighting aliens and shit. Track 12, Veins. I really like the line where it was like, I ain't touch his end. When it's time to put my burnt body in a case, to my mama I said thank you. That's a really brilliant line, and I fuck with it because it's so simple. Like, if you just read it, you already know what's going on. Like, I like those powerful lines. It's heavy wordplay being involved, but it's still like real life. Track 13, Playing Possum. I like that experimentalness a lot on the track, and the kicks and snares. Track 14, Peanut. This track is very dark and emotional, and I really fuck with the drums and shit. I think the production is excellent. Earl Sweatshirt has lines like, get the fuck back, you moving like they cut your cane. Picking up his grave, couldn't help but feel out of place. He's talking about his father's death, and it's a really sad thing to happen to him and shit. I was hoping like he could, you know, find some shit to like get out of that place and shit. The last track, Riot, it was a cool outro. I really fucked with it. I thought he was gonna hop on and rap on there, and then it just it faded out, and then that's a cool beat. I fuck with it. It's like way more jazzy, and old school. Thank you for watching Whatcha Reviewin. Hope you liked the video. Press subscribe, press like, comment down below if you feeling like, okay, I got some thoughts about this. And you gotta hit all of us up on Instagram, all that. We got a band called Sucker Punch, fucking shit up. 1 out of 6 of that. Fuck with me and us. Bang, bow.